104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. And, of course, we love our friends down at 98.7 in New York City. And Andrew Brill there. Of course, you remember Andrew Brill from when he was here in the Capital Region. So let's ask you a softball question about my beloved Yankees. Are they the best team in the American League?
Right now they are, certainly. The way they hit the ball, without a doubt. I think that, when you look at this team, the confidence they go into with every single game, and they're never out of a game. The way they hit the long ball, they're just never out of a game. And, I think, at the beginning of the season, I said that the important part for this team was for the older guys to kind of step up and the guys that have been there a while to step up, give Sanchez a break, give Aaron Judge a break, although Aaron Judge is carrying the team. Make it easy for those guys. And so far, so good. Those guys have been, the older guys, so to speak. The Ellsbury's been playing pretty good. All of them. Ellsbury, you have Gardner, who's lately on a tear. Even Aaron Hicks out of nowhere. I mean, the guy last year couldn't hit a baseball, and all of a sudden now he's tearing the cover off the ball with the second highest average on the team. So I think that you've seen a good mix of the older guys, so to speak, and the younger guys just come together, and the confidence, they are just rolling. Even when they don't get a very good pitching start that they got last night, they just, don't worry, we'll pick you up. And away they go. And right now, while the bats are moving in the right direction, they are a phenomenal baseball team.
Your answer had Levack dancing around the studio. It's 3 minutes of how great the Yankees were. So to bring you back to earth a little bit, Levack, what do the Yankees have to improve on for the rest of the season?
Pitching. It's the one thing that was a question mark earlier in this, or even before the season started, and Joe Girardi said, look, we're going to score runs. It's a matter of, are we going to be able to pitch well? And, you look at their pitching, it's third in the league in terms of ERA, but a lot of that's because of the bullpen. You look at the starters, even Tanaka has an over 4 ERA. Sabathia is over 5. Some of these guys, they have to bring Severino and Pineda have been okay, but, they have to do that on a consistent basis and just get a little bit more consistency. But that would be the one place that I think they need to get better. They've proven they can score with the long ball. They've proven they can get some base hits to drive in runs, but the pitching has to continue to get better, I think.
Andrew Brill with us right now. He is the co-host of ESPN New York Tonight on ESPN 98.7. So, Andrew, if I told you before this season started one of the biggest problems for Girardi would be finding places in the lineup for Aaron Hicks and Matt Holliday, how crazy would you have called me?
I might have asked you to roll up your sleeves. I mean, Joe's got a phenomenal problem on his hands, getting all these guys into the lineup. On a night like last night, after you played 18 innings on Sunday, you give Aaron Judge the night off, you still scored 10 runs. So, look, you know what? Right now he's got an embarrassment of riches in terms of bats, and it's the toughest part of his job is getting them all in the lineup and keeping them all fresh.
What do you make of the situation involving the New York Mets and their pitcher, Matt Harvey?
Oh, my God. What a circus. Right? You just wonder when they're going to move the big top into Queens and try and figure it out. But I think the Mets had seen enough. Look, let's go back to when Harvey was brought up. This guy was it. He was the savior of the Mets. He could do no wrong. He was pitching phenomenal until he had the Tommy John. This guy had the keys to the country. Not even the keys to this. This was baseball. Baseball pushed Matt Harvey. The Mets pushed Matt Harvey, and Matt Harvey got a chip on his shoulder and decided, look, you know what? I can kind of do whatever I want. And that's what the Mets are faced with right now. And look, it's a bit of a culture problem with the Mets because now you've got Noah Syndergaard snapping at the PR guy, Jay Horwitz, and telling you he won't get an MRI when you really need him to. So it started with Matt Harvey, and I think that the Mets finally decided we need to put our foot down. Where they go from here will be interesting. They've already decided, look, we're not going to start him on Wednesday in front of our home crowd because we don't want him to get booed, or Tuesday in front of our home crowd because we don't want him to get booed. We're going to start him on Friday in Milwaukee so that, it's on the road, let him ease his way back into it because they know they have a problem. This guy has decided that there's Harvey rules. And, it used to be Harvey Day. Now there's Harvey rules. And the Mets are trying to get rid of the Harvey rules, and I think Jose Reyes put it best. This guy knows what the rules are, and he's got to follow them just like everybody else.
Andrew, is it not sound logic to start him in a city known for beer?
Yeah, I know, right?
Andrew Brill with us right now on 98.7 ESPN in New York.
Tonight, Game 6, Ottawa Senators, New York Rangers. Rangers trying to hold off elimination. What do they have to do tonight to force a Game 7?
They have to do exactly what they've been doing and keep Henrik Lundqvist's line of sight and that crease clean. That's basically all they have to. They've scored. They've been able to dominate at times. They just need to stay out of Henrik Lundqvist's way. Look, that winning goal, that overtime goal, is they had too many people around Henrik Lundqvist. One guy falling on top of him, he just couldn't get to the puck. And once he saw it, it was a little bit too late. So, as far as I'm concerned, they've been aggressive. Although in the last game, I think that towards the middle of the second quarter to the third period, they got a little complacent, thinking, "Oh, we got this one." But whenever Ottawa gets that sixth man on the ice, when they pull the goalie, they are dangerous. And all throughout this playoffs, you've seen that the Rangers, they need to play 60 minutes. You see what happens when they let one or two goals get in there with under 3 minutes to play. So they need to go out and play 60 hard minutes, tie up this series, and get to Thursday night. If they don't do that, then, they're looking at golf tee times.
Andrew Brill with us right now on 104.5 The Team. So, Andrew, we haven't talked to you since the draft. The people up here in the Capital Region, mixed emotions about Evan Ingram, the tight end from Ole Miss. A lot of people wanted the Giants to move up and get O.J. Howard. What's your take on Evan Ingram, and what are you hearing down in the city as far as the fans down there and their take on him?
This guy is like a Jordan Reed type from Philadelphia. This is the kind of guy that's going to make you plays. He's not a great blocking tight end, but then again, you went out and got another good blocking tight end to fill that role and use almost as a sixth lineman. My guess is that he'll be attached to Eric Flowers' hip so that Eli can stay upright. But, I think this kid can make plays, and I think he's a dangerous weapon. It'll take him a little time, obviously, to learn the system, but I think playing with Brandon Marshall and Odell Beckham and Sterling Shepard, I think that he could certainly pay dividends. I think this is a place. Look, the one thing that you're almost guaranteed now between the two really good tight ends that they have and all the other receivers, they won't be going exclusively with 11 personnel. And that was it almost made the Giants predictable, the three wide receivers, the running back, and one tight end. And you'll see different looks, hopefully, this year with the extra weapons. And you have another red zone target. I mean, you brought in Brandon Marshall, the Giants did, and he's a big receiver, so that's a red zone target. And Evan Ingram should be a red zone target as well and able to stretch the field. So, you have another kind of speedy tight end that, can get down the field. You also have Rhett Ellison on the other side who can block as a tight end, but also catch a bunch of passes. So I liked it. I liked the direction because you needed to fix the offense. You went from an offense that was scoring, about 27 points a game to just under 20 points a game. You need to get back on track. I think the defense will be okay. I think the offense really, really needed a boost, and that's what they went out and did.
Andrew Brill giving us our Capital Region a little fix. We missed the guy. We're glad you could make some time for us, and we always look forward to bugging you on the phone and getting your insight.
I appreciate you having me. I miss all you guys up in the Capital District, and I'm happy to say hello whenever you guys want.